What if the static you hear on a dead frequency isn't just interference, but the sound of your own voice, screaming from a future you haven't lived yet? Your instincts tell you the mountains are a sanctuary, but in the Blue Ridge, the higher you climb, the closer you get to things that should have stayed buried in the shadows. Welcome to Shadowland, a place where darkness breeds and silence speaks. Tonight, we recover the final audio log from the Blue Ridge monitoring station, a remote outpost in the Appalachians where one man realized that isolated doesn't always mean alone. Stay until the end. If you want to know what happens when the station's emergency oxygen runs out, but something in the room is still breathing. Entry 84, October 12th. I've been at the Blue Ridge Summit for 6 weeks now. The suburban isolation of my old life in Ohio feels like a dream compared to this. Out here, the silence isn't empty. It's heavy, like it's waiting for me to make a mistake. Last night, the perimeter alarms triggered. I checked the thermal monitors, but there was nothing but the swaying pines and the thick Appalachian fog. Just a glitch. I told myself I felt safe behind the reinforced steel door of the comms room. I sat back down, poured a cup of lukewarm coffee, and watched the flickering lights of the console for 30 seconds. It was peaceful. Just the hum of the server and the wind howling against the siding. I was safe. I was totally alone. Then, I heard the scratching. It wasn't on the exterior door. It was coming from the inside of the emergency radio, the one bolted to the desk. I leaned in, and that's when I saw a strand of human hair caught in the volume knob. It wasn't mine. It was long, gray, and wet. The radio didn't just crackle. It exhaled. A voice, a perfect, uncanny imitation of my own, began to recite my entry from 10 minutes ago. But in the background of the recording, I could hear a wet, sliding sound that hadn't been there when I filmed it. Entry 84. My voice whispered from the speaker. The door is locked from the outside now, and I'm sitting right behind you. I realized then that the safety of this station was never meant to keep things out. It was built to keep me in. I didn't turn around, I couldn't. Because if that voice was mine, then what was currently sitting in my chair? If you want to survive the next night in Shadowland, make sure to subscribe and leave a light on in the comments. It helps us find you in the dark. Sleep well. If you're sure you're the one holding the flashlight.